Dan Mayfield appearing for Tahir Herzala. He is present, standing next to me.
Attorneys for the 11 Muslim students accused of disrupting an Israeli ambassador's speech at UCI last year made a motion to remove the Orange County District Attorney from the case.
We filed a motion to recuse the District Attorney's Office. That is to remove the District Attorney's Office from this case.
The evidence that they've stated supports their motion is incredibly thin. And so we're happy to litigate that motion.
The students were in court for arraignment on the misdemeanor charges of conspiracy to disturb a meeting and disturbing the meeting. The arraignment was continued until April 15th, when the motion for the DA's removal will be heard.
The District Attorney's Office has, for the last year, been illegally using the media to try this case in the media rather than in the courtroom.
You know, we're actually not allowed by rules of professional responsibility to talk about that, but unless they've discussed it.
The internal term for this case inside the District Attorney's Office was the UCI Muslim case.
There's been other protests at UCI that have been prosecuted by our case, and I think that it was just sort of shorthand for saying the Muslim Student Union, but we're happy to let that come out in court.
A UCI professor claimed the district attorney was trying to suppress the students' rights to free speech.
The Irvine 11's disruption of Ambassador Michael Oren's address is a kind of expression that articulates not only their disagreement with Israel's policies toward the Palestinian residents of the occupied territory, but also their sense that given the history of speech around the topic in the university, the kind of free give and take the law sets out as ideal was simply not going to be heard.
It's incredibly ironic how the defense is trying to change the narrative and make themselves out as the First Amendment warriors. They were very clearly out there intentionally, deliberately, and quite successfully suppressing the First Amendment right to free speech of Ambassador Oren and of his audience. That was their intent, and they were successful in that, and that is the violation with which they've been charged. And that's the evidence that we plan to put forward in court and prove.
Mark Eades reporting for OCRegister.com.